let us look at this another example. 3 elements of the Cartesian product A and B are 2, 3, 2, 4, and 3, 5. If there are 6 of such ordered pairs in the Cartesian product, find the set A and B. The other 3 elements of A and B. Then set C, in which a subset of A and B, which is a subset of A and B, such that C is equal to xy, and x is an element of A, y is an element of B, and x is equal to y. Now, this question is not difficult as it is. It is just voluminous, but still it is simple. Let us try to understand this concept very well. The values given here are not the set of A and B. The set of A and B are not given here. We are given the Cartesian product. So let us assume the set is somewhere, and they write out the Cartesian product that they got from the set. So the Cartesian product, according to what they write here, supposed to be 6. They wrote out 3 for us, just 3 for us. So from the questions here, we have to find the remaining 3. So it is from these 3 that they wrote out that we are going to find what the elements of the set A and B will be. So let's see how it goes. The solution, the given ordered pair are 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, as the question have it. As you have it in the question. These are the Cartesian product, the 3 that were given to us out of the 6. Now, the question A asks us to find the set A and B. Now, how do we find that? Remember that to get the Cartesian product like this, we pick a value from set A, an element from set A, we merge it with an element from set B. So, look at this. So, 2, 3, 2, 4, and 3, 5. So, having this, definitely this is from set A. So, 2 will be in set A. Then we have 3 and 5. Then 3 will be in set A too. So, in set A, we have 2 and 3. Then in set B, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, and 5. That is what we have in set B too. So it is when we merge the elements together one by one, as we normally do it, that is when we can get something of this nature. So that is what they are asking us to do in A, that we have to find the elements of set A and B, and that is what we have found here, using the ordered pair that was given to us from the question. Now the question B asked us to find the other 3 elements of set A and B. So since it should be 6, the Cartesian product that is supposed to get should be 6. We are given just 3. To find the remaining one is simple. How do we get it? It is 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. Then 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5. So we already have 2, 3, 2, 4. So the remaining one is 2, 5. So 1 out of the Cartesian product that they're supposed to write. Then we have 3, 5 here. There's no 3, 3, there's no 3, 4. So we write it 3, 3, 3, 4. So these are the 3 Cartesian products that is remaining. Joining it with the 3 that was given, making 6. That is the Cartesian product of these 2 sets. So that is what question B is asking us to do by finding the other 3 elements of set A and B. Now the last question, which is C, it is just voluminous, but it is simple. You just need to read and understand the concept of the question. The question says we should find set C. Set C, a subset of set A and B such that C is equal to X, Y, and X is an element of A, Y is an element of B, and X is equal to Y. This is what we really need. This is the fact we need. X is equal to Y. I said it the other time. When we have two values like this, we can take this to be X and the second one to be Y. X and Y. So since they've said that X is equal to Y, it means from all the Cartesian product that we got, from the three they wrote for us and the remaining three that we got ourselves, making 6 altogether, which one do we have the same value, that the first value is equal to the second value? Look at this, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. They are not equal. The one we got by ourselves, 2, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4. You can see it is only 3, 3, that the X is equal to Y. And that is what is going to be our set C, according to the requirement of the question, that we should find the C such that X is equal to Y. So C is equal to 3, 3. And that is the answer to the question as we have it here.